Very much. Now let us look at 4.1.1. Write down the coordinates of A. Now A here, when you look at A is our center. Then if it's a center, then it means that will be the midpoint of P as well as Q. That will be the midpoint of P as well as Q. Right, then it means we are going to use the midpoint formula. We are going to use the midpoint formula now to say what? To say now we have A here, which is x1 plus x2, now divided by 2, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Remember the first one, we had the center. The problem was we did not have P. But in this one, we have those points P as well as Q. Now we are looking for the center. Right, now the next part now will then be, what is x1? This will be x1, y1, and this will be x2, and then y2. Then of course we have minus 1 plus 3 divided by 2, and also here we have what? We have minus 7 plus 5 divided by 2. Right, from here now we are going to see now minus 1 plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 is 2, then 2 divided by 2, there is 1. And also here we have minus 7 plus 5. Minus 7 plus 5, of course it will be what? It will be minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2, the answer there it is minus 1. Therefore now you immediately can see now the coordinates of what? The coordinates of A there is a positive 1 as well as negative 1. Would I have? I believe that you have this question. You have this question right. Now, what about 4.1.2? What about 4.1.2? Hence, now calculated the equation of the circle in the form x minus a squared plus y minus b all squared is equals to r squared. Of course, immediately now you can see, because A is a center, now you can see now this circle is centered at any point, right? It is centered at any point. Therefore, now we are going to use now x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equals to r squared. Then what is the center there? Then a is 1 all squared, and now y there, it is what? Which is our b? It is negative 1 all squared is equals to r squared. Then of course this is y plus 1 all squared is equals to r squared. And now here we are. Right, now we need to see now, do we have the radius here? No, we don't have the radius, but we have what? We have a point on there. We have a point on the circle. Then it means we need to substitute one of the point. We need to substitute one of the point. Let us take point P. Let us substitute point P there. The coordinates of P is 3 as well as what? 3 as well as 5. Right, x is 3. We're going to have 3 minus 1 all squared plus, then y then will be 5 plus 1 all squared is equals to r squared. Now 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Then plus 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 squared is 30. 36 is equals to r squared. Now when I add the 2, 36 plus 4, that is 40. Therefore r squared is equals to 40. Therefore now the equation will then be what? The equation is x minus 1 all squared plus y plus 1 all squared is equals to 40. That will be the equation of the circle with the center A. Right, now boys and girls, I believe now, at least now we have two questions where we have calculated what? Where we have calculated the equation of a circle now centered at any point. Right, now let us now take the third one now to see what is it that we have now. That is question 6 now. Question 6 here, we have the circle with the center A, and the equation of that circle is x minus 3 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared is equals to 25. It's given in the following diagram. And now B is a y-intercept of the circle. Right, the first question here says, determine the coordinates of B, 6.1. Determine the coordinates of B. That is a 4 marks question. Of course, 4 marks question, then we can just give it what? We can just give this 4 marks question 3 minutes to go through it, and then immediately then after that now we are going to discuss it before we go for break. Now 3 minutes, go through the question 6.1, then we will have break immediately after this one. Right, thank you very much. Now let us look at 6.1 here. The coordinates of B. Remember now they said now we have the equation x minus 3 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared is equals to 25. Now we need to look at B. B here they said B is a y-intercept of the graph, right? B is a y-intercept of the circle. Therefore, if B is a y-intercept, then it means x value at this point is what? X value at this point is 0. Why? Because you remember from the functions, when you determine the y-intercept, then what do? Then you let x to be 0. Then it means we are going to take the equation x minus 3 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared is equals to 25. Then immediately from here now we can now say what? We can now say, okay, let x be 0. Then we say 0 minus 3 here squared, and now plus y plus 2 all squared is equals to 25. Now when you simplify this one, minus 3 squared is 9, and now plus then y plus 2 all squared is equals to 25. Of course, when I transpose 9, then it's going to be y plus 2 all squared is equals to, that is 25 minus 9. What is 25 minus 9? Of course, that is 16. That is 16. Therefore, now we have y plus 2 all squared is equal to 16. Now, what I can do now is to do what? Apply the square root on both sides. Of course, you need to be very careful on this one. Most of the time, I don't use this one because you'll forget that the square root of 16, it is a plus or minus what? Plus or minus 4. Then this side now you are going to have what? You're going to have y plus 2. Right, immediately from here now I can now say, therefore now y plus 2 is equals to 4, or y plus 2 is equals to what? Is equals to minus 4. Right, from here now y is equals to 4 minus 2. What is 4 minus 2? That is 2, and also on this side y is equals to minus 4 minus 2, which the answer there will be what? Will be 6. But immediately when you look at this one, B now is on the positive side of the y, then it means now the coordinates of B here will be x is 0, then y is what? Y is it's a positive 2. Right, boys and girls, I believe that we have this one right. You can also see that this one here, it doesn't only apply also in paper 1, also in paper 2. We need this one to know that when you talk of the y-intercept, what is it that is going to happen? That is why now we have said now x must be what? X must be 0. Right, boys and girls, we are going to take the break now. Then immediately after the break now, we are going to continue with the question. We're still busy with question 6 under analytical geometry.